We are talking with Jesus Chuy Garcia, who is the nominee of the Democratic Party for the 7th District of the Cook County Board, and the election will be in November.
That's right.
And everybody assumes you will win. Who's running against you?
I can't remember the name of my opponent. I think she's running under the banner of the Green Party. There's no Republican candidate, but we're not taking anything for granted. We're continuing to make appearances throughout the district, registering people to vote, and bringing the good word that there's going to be change occurring on the southwest side.
Well, you know, you beat, his name is Moreno, right?
Yes.
And I'm glad you shared that information that he had appeared to be a progressive type guy early on, but once he was elected with your help, he went over to the machine. That's happened to a few other people we've known in history here in Chicago.
Yes,
and it's glad that there is a little bit of a turnaround on that situation. Let me ask you, Chuy, in terms of the everyday residents of Chicago, how does the Cook County Board play a part in their lives? And what are the aspects of social and political life that the county has its finger in that affect me?
First of all, the county board operates with taxpayer dollars from everyone who lives in Cook County. Whether
you say it's $3.5 billion?
$3.5 billion, no chump change. And it is a kitty, public kitty, that is generated by everybody contributing, whether you are a property owner or a tenant. You pay, because you pay rent, and you know, when property taxes go up, your rent goes up too, so everybody winds up contributing. The county sales tax is perhaps one of the issues that help drive and create the scenario for change in this election. And the county is responsible for the health system that sustains Cook County Hospital, Providence Hospital, another hospital on the far suburban south side of the city, plus a network of 16 community-based clinics throughout Cook County, primary care access for people all over the county, especially the uninsured, low-income folks, etc. And this is probably the most important resource that the county provides to low-income folks, uninsured people, immigrants throughout the county. And we've got to work to ensure its sustainability into the future, understand how the county health system is going to be affected by the national health care reform. You know, we're looking to see what all of the effects of that will be. But most importantly, I decided to run for the Cook County Board because I want to make sure that we're protecting, that we're investing, that we're looking into the future to ensure access to health care for all people, especially people who have, you know, less resources in society. And then the Juvenile Detention Center. There are other institutions that the county runs, like the Forest Preserve District, which is very important. And the county employs almost 20,000 workers, so that it is a public employer. It's been dominated by machine politicians, and not everyone has had an equal opportunity to become employed at the county. That's what we want to see happen at the county. Do away with patronage hiring, ensure that people who are qualified have the same opportunity to get a job when it becomes vacant, that they work in those positions, and that they're free of pressures to do forced political work for elected officials.
How will the newly passed health care legislation on the national level affect people here in Cook County?
Well, for one, it will help more people become insured. So more people will be eligible to have health insurance as a result of the national legislation that will slowly go into effect over the next 4 to 6 years. What that will mean is that people who today are uninsured will become insured, and they'll have private insurance policies. And we're not sure what the effect of that will be in terms of how many of the newly insured people will continue to go to county hospital, to the neighborhood clinics, to the other facilities that the county operates in Cook County, and what the effect of that will be. One of the possibilities is that the people using the county public health system could be the people that remain uninsured, which means that a greater proportion of people who use county and the clinics throughout the county could be people that are uninsured, thus growing the number of uninsured people, people who don't have insurance coverage, utilizing the county health system, and that will be a added pressure on the county health system. So we still don't know what the effect will be. Experts are trying to predict and anticipate what will happen so that we have a better handle at the county level on what needs to happen. The county health system is currently being governed by a group of healthcare professionals and business professionals who, as a result of the incompetence of the county board in the past, was created to ensure that a lot of the politics got taken out of the county health system, that you've had more professionals and healthcare experts running that system, and right now they're running the health system for all practical purposes. The county board has to decide if that board will remain in place in perpetuity or for a certain amount of time. I think that it is a good development, but I also would like to evaluate their performance thus far before deciding if they should continue or if they ought to be sunset and the county board should resume its authority over the county health system.
So we'll talk about that on a future show.
Sure.